Hi folks, I've had a question about using the 7Artisan lenses for video. They're actually very good, especially this 35mm 1.2. This lets in a lot of light and creates a very shallow depth of field, which is absolutely beautiful. And if you're looking for some special effects, if you want to follow focus from something that is literally a few feet away from you, and you want to pre-focus and then remember whereabouts it is and literally go from it being blurred into focusing it in with some practice, you can get it perfect, because this focus ring is actually very smooth. It has a fairly long throw on it, but it's not the longest, but it's very good. Some of the dedicated video lenses do have a longer throw so that you can more accurately gauge when you're going to pull into focus. But it's very good. Not ideal for vlogging really, unless of course you actually set up the camera fairly close. You actually fiddle about and get it perfectly in focus, and you don't move around. You can move laterally, but you mustn't move backwards and forwards, because you will go in and out of focus, especially if it's wide open. There's very little tolerance, because obviously the depth of field is so shallow. The 23mm is a 1.8. This is a more realistic focal length to work with, because it's equivalent around 35mm in full frame terms, whereas this is equivalent to 50mm. So if you're vlogging, you would have to have the camera that much further away with this lens, but here you can have the camera with this lens, you can have the camera fairly close, you can actually get it in focus, or of course if there's somebody else about, that's not a problem, because they can actually get it in focus for you. But these lenses are brilliant for video. They're actually very good for photography as well. I bought them to try them, and I really like them, especially this 35 1.2, because autofocus aside, you would have to pay a lot of money to get a lens that can allow this much light in and create such a shallow depth of field as this one can do. And the quality is actually very good. I actually really like this lens, and this on my Fuji X-T1, really I can go back to photography basics, which is where my heart is and what I really love doing. So definitely, if you've got a mirrorless camera anyway, whether it's a Sony or a Fuji, with an adapter, you really have a big choice of manual focus lenses that you can use. Nikon, Pentax, the Canon FD lenses, old Olympus lenses, they're all very good. Some are better than others, because you're buying lenses that are 30-40 years old and more, so you can look them up. But again, as I said, if you're thinking about vlogging and you've got a crop frame sensor, which would be the Fujifilm cameras, it would be the Sony a6000 to a6500, then realistically look at the 20 to 24mm range, rather than 30 to 35mm, which would take the camera a bit too far away from you, meaning that the mic is further away, it's hard to control the camera and so on. But if you find something that you like around 20 to 23mm, 24mm, that's perfect for vlogging. And as I said, you can get the manual focus right with a bit of trial and error. Once you know your settings, you can actually literally put it exactly where you know it would be, sit where you know it would be, and everything will work out fine. Good luck. Let me know if you have any more questions. Bye.